Ray Borg looks good as fuck.
Yeah, he
man.
does.
He's so fast.
Will they? Khabib and Tony are going to fight again, though, right? Aren't they?
Hopefully.
Tony wants to do it at a catch weight.
Hopefully, but here's the thing, man.
makes sense.
Khabib might not be able to make that weight.
No, that's
Like,
what that and you know, since Kelvin missed weight a couple times and Dana forced him to fight at 185, I mean, it makes sense that Dana goes, dude, you got to do 170 at least once or twice. But
Well, he only missed weight
Tony will
once.
go up in weight to fight him.
Well, he only missed weight once, right?
I thought he was twice.
Missed twice.
And
But
isn't
who else
Tony
did
a
he move-
huge
who else did he
55
miss it
pounder?
again? Against?
No.
Can you bring
He's
it up?
tall, but he's not.
Yeah,
He's
how
not
tall is he?
bulky. He's like Tony's like 5'10", 5'11".
Okay.
something like that.
Tony's built perfect for the division.
Yes,
He's
Tony's
long.
perfect at 55.
He's got a lot of muscle, even though he's long. He's very strong. He's excellent in the clinch. I was looking forward to that fight so much.
Broke
man.
my heart.
Well,
Broke my heart.
How big is Khabib? Has Khabib got a huge
Big.
frame?
He's a tank.
No, he doesn't have a nutritionist.
He's not
he
that
doesn't.
tall.
He's not being professional
He's-
about it.
He's thick.
Did
as
you hear
fuck.
what Tony told
I mean,
him?
to get down to
when he
155?
said, when they're like doing media,
Yeah.
and Khabib was saying something like, "Why do you got your sunglasses on?" He's like trying to say something about his
Yeah.
shades, and
He's
then
like,
he
good
goes,
luck with that weight cut.
Yeah, I hear him breathing. He goes, "Your cardio sucks."
Yeah.
He said, "Goes, your cardio sucks."
That's what Tony said to him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, they have to make it at 55 because what do you do with that fucking that interim title?
He
what
said
do
have
you
fun.
do?
He said
because
have
if
fun
Conor
making
does
weight.
fight Floyd, what the? We can't just fucking hang
can't-
at 55.
But don't you think that that's the fight that has to be made in that division, right? That's the
Khabib
fight.
Tony.
If he can't make 155,
he can. He needs to get real and get a fucking
I
dietitian.
don't
a real
know
one.
what happened to him.
Well, you don't eat tiramisu the week of. I know that.
He did.
On Embedded, Tony even tweeted out like, for sure don't fucking eat tiramisu.
He really ate tiramisu.
That it was on the Embedded video.
Whoa, that's
Tony smelled it. He was like, "Have fun making weight."
Wow.
I hear you huffing and puffing.
wow.
Your
But
cardio
you
sucks.
have to make that fight, and Khabib can do it. He's made it before without
Yeah,
killing himself.
but we don't know what happened when he had to go to the fucking hospital. They said he was in massive pain. Like,
We also know he didn't
but
go
hold on
through
a
Dr.
second.
Davidson.
Luke Rockhold, you're right, but Luke Rockhold said something. There was some quote that I had read. God damn it! See what they said about what did Habib's corner list as the official issue that was happening to him? He was 6 pounds overweight, right?
Yes.
When he went to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So that's huge. That's so heavy. You're so heavy
not
when your
even
body's shutting down. Like you're 6 pounds away and your body's shutting down.
But you know that coming in the week of the fight.
Yeah, but obviously he fucked up with his discipline if he's eating tiramisu. If that's true, that's even more disappointing.
I mean, maybe he just had a bite, but either way, you don't have and I'm not saying it's the answer, you don't have a Mike Dolce or one of these guys who are helping you with your diet, right?
But either
Does
way,
he have one?
Tony's
I don't
down to
think
go
so.
up in weight to fight him.
But you can't
it
do
makes
that.
sense.
Catch
it makes
weight.
sense for
Why not?
Tony. It makes sense for Tony. I mean, he wants to fight this guy, but for the division, it's so weird. It's like, well, what is
It
this
fucks
guy?
the division.
What is this guy? Is
It
he a
puts the entire
55er?
division on hold.
The fight's
yes.
bigger than what the division looks like. That fight needs to happen.
I agree.
That's fair.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's
wanna
fair.
see that
So
fight.
I
And
And then there's all this
I
other
have to
shit's
see that
going on.
fight.
Mayweather and Conor, all this other shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
GSP Bisping,
Here
random.
goes. Here goes. Medical. It says weight management, medical issues. He was treated and has been discharged. That doesn't say what the issue is. That's the official U.S. See if you could find out. I feel like I read an article that was interviewing Luke Rockhold. Rockhold was talking about what happened to.
It's on
Khabib.
library.gov.
Did you see Dana though? He goes, if you would have, we maybe could have
Oh,
saved
he's drinking. Who gave him a beer?
This isn't beer.
What is it?
This
a
is
root beer.
Oh,
it.
Rut beer. It's a rut
Ooh,
beer.
we almost
Oh,
fucked up.
fucked.
root
Yeah.
free.
It's like someone gave the gremlin water after midnight.
No, but Dana was saying
It
he
is beer.
goes,
It
we,
is beer.
he
It's
goes,
Is it
we,
beer?
One beer.
Oh, it is a beer.
I'm having one now.
It's one beer.
Yeah, he's doing it,
Oh,
then I'm
shit.
doing it.
It's one beer. Hey,
God
Brian.
damn it!
I
Why you
knew.
got a copy?
Well,
I got a copy, bro, because
you can't you can't leave a guy drinking by himself.
And that was the moment the wheels fell off the podcast. Okay, here it is. This is what I read. Habib wasn't getting any blood to his liver.
Oh, that
This is what
sounds
Luke
normal.
Rockhold says. Look, that is fucking real bad. So scroll down and let's see what Luke
That's
Rockhold
according
has
to
to
the
say.
drug?
It says the weight cut wasn't going very well. Khabib was complaining about a pain in his side, and we had to cut short the weight cut. And sure enough, it gets worse overnight, and he had to go to the hospital. Unfortunately, this is the fight I was really looking for, blah, blah, blah. From what I understand, he wasn't getting any blood to his liver, and something went wrong with his weight cut. It's very similar to his last fight, what I understand, and just something went wrong. You never know with these weight cuts, I guess, but I think he's ready to go, and we can rebook this. What?
Is he?
He wasn't getting
Rockhold
blood
as a
to his
manager or
liver.
something?
No, he's a training partner. He's a AKA guy
He's
too.
the 100-pound heavier training partner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So they're from
obviously-
the same gym, yes.
I mean, it obviously ain't 100
When that
pounds.
fight happens,
No, you know what I'm saying? He's a big dude.
What does he walk around at?
Khabib?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. I don't want to misspeak. I'd assume high 70s.
Yeah. Looks like it, right?
Yeah.
And he ain't
They-
fat.
No, they got to make that fight, man.
Yeah, that's the fight.
I'd say that's the maddest I've ever been when a fight fell through. Like when John and Chael thing, I really wasn't that mad. There's been other fights. John, DC, I wasn't that upset. This one, I was pissed, man. I was really upset.
Tony was
Very
on
strange.
fire. His camp, everything was perfect. He was on
Such
fire.
a good fight.
Now, tell me if you're allowed to speak about this. I don't know if you are, but there's been a lot of complaints about his pay. Like, what exactly did happen, if you could clarify,
You know
since
what?
you were training him?
I don't know the specifics.
Because I heard he was very upset. What I've been reading was that he was very upset that he
You know what?
didn't even get
like
his show
this.
money.
It's like this. I'm just gonna say, like, if it's if you were getting 10,000 to show, 10,000 to win, and you made weight, and your opponent doesn't make weight, just give him the show money. It's 10K. But when it's like big money, and your opponent can't make weight, then we're not going to give you the whole all that money.
I feel
it's
like
kind
it
of like
should
that.
be
It's a-
insured. I feel like it should be insured, and that's why it's confusing to me.
But I
It's
don't know
frustrating
exactly
for
what
Tony.
went down. I don't know exactly what went down. I know there was that issue. Will he still get that show money? I don't know if he got it or he got half or something like that. I don't really get into it with.
Glass is not going to kill him. but-
Tony's right, though, on that. Because he did all the necessary steps. He went through training camp. It's not his fault Khabib didn't fucking make weight. And
Exactly.
then he suffers from it. You can't have that.
Exactly.
If a fighter doesn't make weight,
I'm not sure what
the
the
other fighter should be
I'm not sure
insured
what
the full purse.
maybe it was a deal like this or something. I don't know, but maybe
I
it was a
feel
deal.
like we
we'll
need
give
to
you
do
$250
something.
to show, and whatever to win or something like that, something big. But we're offering that if the fight happens. If for some reason your opponent in small print doesn't make the fight, you're not going to get that show money. It's like if the fight happens.
I feel like
maybe
they have to
if
do
the
something.
UFC would be smart on their end to structure something like
They
that.
need
right?
a guaranteed person. You see better fights.
I feel like
Yeah.
you need to make a person who does not make the weight get a loss. That's what I think.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I
It
feel
should be a
like-
loss.
I feel like it's a loss, and I feel like there's no fight, and I feel like the other guy gets paid. There's only one way to stop it. You got to punish people.
Tony's
you gotta
career
make
should
it so that
advance.
yes,
But you know what,
You got to
even
make
though-
it a loss because the fighter didn't make weight.
Even though
Just
Tony,
why do you have 4 glasses there? One drink.
That's it. He's only having one.
No. He already had a beer.
We only have one bottle.
Gremlins. You remember the movie? You give the little cute things water.
Callan.
They turned into devils.
Eddie is very constrained.
Callan.
You're fucking up. This goes into chemtrails and Operation Thunderfoot.
It's 5:55, people. Once he takes that, and we start talking about Kennedy and who did it.
We already did it.
went
We
through
already
Kennedy.
did it.
We
I
already
want to
went
get
through
more
Kennedy.
into it.
What's up, Eddie?
Vitor Belfort did not look like.
TRT Vitor.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's definitely clean.
They're
He's
checking
clean
him
as
out.
fuck.
Yeah.
The golden
Yeah.
snitch is out everywhere. He gets to Brazil.
Did you see the fucking odds on the fight?
Yes.
I don't know who won the fight. I don't know a goddamn thing, but I know the odds were crazy in Kelvin's favor.
It kind of makes sense,
Three
though,
and
right?
a half to 1.
Yeah. It makes sense, though. Think about Vitor's last fights. Gegard, then who Weidman before that. Like, he just hasn't looked great at all, especially in that first round.
I fucking love Kelvin at 185. I know people always say, "What about Yoel Romero, bro?"
I don't see. I love him. I don't like him with the top 5 matchups.
See, I think if he just lifts
Sorry, Eddie.
weights, just gets in, like serious condition, I do like him
That's
at
a big
185.
if, though, isn't it? Because
Nope.
still his reach and everything.
I don't know, man. He looked pretty goddamn good here. He looked different. He looked thick. I mean, Kelvin's never going to look like a bodybuilder. That's not his build.
He's like
but
Dan
he's
Henderson.
got a warrior's body. Like that motherfucker, he could go for days.
But then you add muscle. To your point, you add muscle. Then what?
Yeah, Vitor looks so different.
Vitor has that straight up dad TRT bod. Like he
Post.
got off of it
Yeah.
and then just straight dad.
I mean, he still looks scary, but nothing like the Rockhold Vitor.
Rockhold Vitor, for me, top 3 scariest fighters of all time.
Yeah,
I was thinking
agree.
about. I was
there
thinking
he
about
is,
last
right
night.
there. There he is. Look how goddamn jacked he was.
And quick,
Yeah.
spinning wheel kicks and shit. Remember he beat the brakes off Anthony Johnson.
Yep. Look at that.
God.
Look at the dog. Look how jacked he is when he threw that wheel
Look at that
kick.
shoulder. Holy shit.
Everything. His abs have muscles.
Don't
that,
you
like,
wish he was
extra
still
muscles.
like that?
Part of me does.
Yeah, me too.
He can go to Ryzen.
no,
he
he's
should.
no.
He could easily go to Ryzen and get paid.
And do that and fight on
Yeah,
TRT. Well, look at
and
what
be shredded as
Krokop
fuck.
did. Krokop went over there.
Krokop's still doing it. You just got to wonder how many does Vitor has left? 20 years.
Yeah, he's
20 years.
But I think these guys on TRT, they can compete way longer than that.
even 20
I
years.
think if you let Vitor take whatever the fuck he wants and let him go over to Japan,
oh, he's spinning wheel kicking bitches face off till he's 60.
He's going to be doing some crazy shit. But here's the question. Would he be as aggressive if he was fighting another dude on TRT?
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Think about back in the day. Think about when he fought Vanderlei when he was 19.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers were juice monkeys. Literally, he was so aggressive. Remember? No technique, just the fucking
Blitz.
bodybuilder straight punch like this.
Well, he caught him with a straight left, and he was wearing shoes. Remember that fight?
Yes. Hell
Vitor
yeah.
was wearing wrestling shoes.
Brazilian on Brazilian crime.
Yeah.
If Ryzen sticks around and they become like as powerful as Pride was, and they just don't disappear like a bunch of other shows, there's going to be an outlet, a very big outlet for people to retire from the UFC and get back on TRT,
Like a Masters tour?
Yeah, like jumpstart their career.
Do you know about ONE FC's weight cutting program? Do you know about it? How
A
they're
little
doing it?
bit. Rich Franklin was helping with that, right? Because you want to talk about a guy who cut a lot of weight.
Yeah, those guys, they've got some new innovative way they think to diminish the amount of weight guys cut. I don't know exactly how they're doing it, but I think it has something to do with hydration test. See if you can pull that up, Jamie. ONE FC. Okay.
Can you imagine in negotiations, like Ryzen negotiations, they say, you want to do TRT. Come on, man.
That's going to sell a lot of guys.
We'll give it to you.
Big
We'll give you the
screens.
best shit. We'll hook it up for you. They have it right there on the table. Boom, 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 with the needle.
You know how many guys are going to sign that?
Like, come on. You know you want that.
Alcohol
You know you
swabs.
want that.
Then just highlights of when they were on TRT knockouts.
Pictures, posters.
We
They'll
can
bring
do
out
this.
The
We can
ultimate
do this.
presentation.
You walk into the room and there's 20-foot
Highlight
high
reel.
screens of Vitor wheel kicking Rockhold in the head.
Bisbing's eye all fucked up.